Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and heaven and nature sing.
Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ.
While field and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders and wonders of
Okay. You want some pets? You're so spoiled. Yes, you are so spoiled. Nefie. Ana. Yoga beds.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Told the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us. Strike the harp and join the chorus. Follow me in merry measure while I tell of Yuletide treasure. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Good morning, everyone. Today's Sunday, so the last day of this week. It is almost 7 a.m. and I am on the way to the supermarket to get some groceries. I need to make creme brulee this morning for my brother-in-law's birthday this evening, and yeah, I think that's what I'm getting groceries for only. It is chilly today. We were not hit by the tornadoes yesterday, so that was good. A few people in the same city we were in were though. But where I was, it just sounded like a storm, like a normal storm, not even a very bad storm. There are not branches everywhere on the floor, nothing like that. It is very cold though, because yesterday, and this is why we get tornadoes, it's because it was really like unseasonably warm. Now we're back to normal weather, so yesterday some people were wearing t-shirts. And today I have my Miss Marble scarf, my super bulky mittens for women, I think is the name, my classic ribbed hat, the Jessie Mays racer back top or something, I don't know. My vanilla socks that I sell in my store, and I'm wearing a Colorwork sweater, same one I was wearing yesterday. I cannot remember the name. I want to say it's Jupiter, but that could be wrong. So I left the house for Joseph and Effie are up and active, so I could take this little time to film. And what else? Oh, yesterday I woke up with this overwhelming urge to knit some socks. So did I cast on a pair of socks? No, I cast on 2 pairs of socks, and it appears that my gauge is finally getting tighter, and that now both of those socks might be on the wrong needles. For one of them, I'm using the I'm not gonna say the yarns. You've already seen the tags by now. I will tell you what type of socks I'm knitting though. For the DK one, that as I'm knitting with a very tight gauge, it's looking like fingering, so maybe I'll keep it that way, and make shorties out of that. I'll probably knit until I'm halfway done with the yarn, bind off, and then do the other sock, because I've never done socks with DK yarn, so I'm not sure how much yarn I need. For the other ones, what my intentions were to make knee-high socks, because they do it without yarn, so that the skeins are like, if you use the whole skein, it will definitely 100% make knee-high socks. So some people actually divide the skein in two. The skein that it already comes divided in two, so that both socks look exactly the same, is then divided once again, because not everyone wants extremely tall knee-high socks. But I like knee-high socks, and I could just probably knit the ribbing part even longer and then fold it in half, and then I'll just have a pair of warm socks. But my gauge is so tight, it actually was a little bit painful to knit. city sounds are amongst us. I hope you can hear me well. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, and I'm doing a cable design on them. This is not the pattern that I bought. It's just, in a way, I'm creating a new pattern. I just wanted knee-high socks with cables, and I wanted to decide myself what the cables are going to be instead of looking for a pattern and doing what the pattern says. But I will try them on today, but I only have the toes, and the toes can be misleading. I might need to do a few more increases, or I might have to think back a little bit and switch to bigger needles. It's just not something I'm wanting to do, but I'll probably have to, because I think it's tight. Okay, and I think that's all the news I have. I've been doing good progress on my other blankets. More or less every 2 days I'm switching to a new contrast color. So doing the math for that, it should take me 40 days to do the color work portion where I knit every day, which yesterday I did not. I took a break from that to work on the socks, and there's a bus coming. Forgot again what I was saying. Oh, and then I have to do the border too, so that's a few more days. Oh no, have I been holding where the mic is this whole time? Okay, well, I'll see how this sounds like once I'm done filming. See ya.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ.
While field and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of